so weird, because that's probably what I would have guessed. But I actually had no idea. It's been too long since that word entered my vocabulary. Why'd I get into the Frogger speedruns? Great question, Krem. Also, welcome on in. Hope you're well. I actually started Frogger speedruns because it's a little bit of a long story. I'll actually give myself a couple of minutes to finish it. So, Frogger's Adventures Temple of the Frog was my first ever video game. My family got me a Game Boy Advance Indigo Original. I still have it somewhere. I think it's actually in here somewhere. Oh, no, maybe it's upstairs. I think it's upstairs. But yeah, they gave me a Game Boy Advance and 5 games. They gave me Iridian 3D. They gave me Disney Sports Skateboarding. I think the NES port onto the Game Boy Advance of Donkey Kong was a pack-in game. And it had an e-reader. And it came with Manhole and a Pokemon minigame. All that jazz. And Frogger's Adventures Temple of the Frog. That was one of the games that they got me. I think it was on a discount shelf because this was in like 2004, 2005. The DS was already out by this time. And so they got me a Game Boy Advance, and they got me Frogger, which was a launch title. And I loved it, but I only got to play it for like half an hour a day. And then for a while I ended up not being able to play it at all, because for some reason, the Game Boy Advance got packed away in a hidden secret compartment somewhere. It's kind of weird. But when I turned 14, I got it back. More like I found it again. 13, 14, I actually bought myself a Game Boy Advance SP. For my 14th birthday, I got Metroid Fusion, which was fun. But, oh, and also, jumping back in time a little bit, I also got Frogger's Journey, the Forgotten Relic. I remember going to Toys R Us and picking out Frogger's Journey, the Forgotten Relic. And Donkey Kong 3 for the e-reader. I got those 2 games at Toys R Us. And I was really proud, I was really happy. I remember I had an acupuncture appointment later that day, and I was showing off my new games to all the people I could. Anyway, that's kind of my backstory. That's kind of my origin story for how I got into Game Boy Advance games in the first place. Here's a crane. Thank you for that redemption, Conkles. Congratulations. This purple crane shall sit on top of my crochet Zor. Right back here. We're matching. So yeah, let me start another run while I actually finish this story. Because it's a good story. You'll want to stick around for it. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, I kind of got back into the Game Boy Advance as like a hobbyist level thing. I got myself a backlighted system in addition to the Game Boy Advance SP front lighted system I had. I'm gonna reset this run. Yeah, nostalgia is pretty much the only reason I run the games I do. Except for the obscure titles that just deserved more attention, I felt like, as speedruns. Anyway, okay, fast forward. You know what? It actually starts back up again in 2012. Strangely. So for my 14th birthday, I asked for a 3DS. I got a used 3DS off of eBay. And I wanted some games to play on it, of course. And so the first game I asked for, I ended up getting 3 games, I think, as I recall. First game I asked for was Mario Kart 7. And I also got New Super Mario Bros. 2. And I got Scribblenauts Unlimited. So those were my 2 games. Or 3 games, rather. Let's just do that. So Mario Kart 7 was by far my most played game on the 3DS. Not even a question about that. I put in like 1,000 hours. And so when Mario Kart 8 came out for the Wii U, I actually worked the entire summer of 2014 to build up enough money. The classic story, you know. Okay, what just happened? Okay. But yeah, I worked the entire summer of 2014 to earn enough money to get myself a Wii U bundle with Mario Kart 8. What am I doing? Where did Run and Rumble come from? I'll tell you what, I'll get to that in a couple minutes. Because I'm still kind of getting there. I have to get through the whole, you know, origin story. It's turned into a pretty bad run pretty fast. That's okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay. 2014, Mario Kart 8 arrives. So I get it. And then I catch wind, the next year, I catch wind of a tournament. About 3 hours away in Irvine, California. I have to take this. Ooh, yes I do. And so I go to this tournament, a Mario Kart 8 tournament. And I know that the qualifying round, a little bit of an aside here, but the qualifying round was a time trial of Toad Circuit. And I practiced that track until I had like a minute 23 or something. Like an actually insane time. And so, of course, by far, I was the fastest to qualify for the circular tournament. They did one tournament every hour. And so for the tournament I entered, I was the fastest time. Where am I going? And yeah, I ended up coming in like, I want to say, you know, I think it was actually a team battle that I did. I don't know where I'm going, dude. What is this layout? Ah! Oh, I'm up there? Really? Wow, I didn't see that tile. What the heck? Right. Forgot about that. So yeah. Let me try to recap. So I got into Mario Kart 7, right? When Mario Kart 8 came out, I spent the summer earning money to buy it, along with a Wii U. That's the reason I had a Wii U. And then, 2015, the Irvine tournament, I actually won a couple little prizes. They didn't give out cash or anything, which is fine. But I did earn myself a Mario plush, which I gave to my friend to get signed by Charles Martinet, which he did. I have no shovel. But he also managed to lose the plush after getting it signed, so I never got it, obviously. That one never made it out of Lost and Found. That's alright. I'm over it. It's okay, I'm gonna die here. We're still good friends, somehow. Oh. Okay, I learned something. I learned something just now, and that's that Ring of Pain procs telemages. That's alright. We'll do another run. Okay. So we're in 2015 here, in the timeline. I swear this is all relevant. I promise you this is relevant. Everything I'm talking about is relevant to how I started speedrunning Frogger games, okay? Still answering your question. As a matter of fact, maybe I should just highlight this 20-minute conversation. And then whenever anyone asks, I can just point them to the VOD. What do you mean, what have you missed? That's a good build. So yeah, at this tournament, it was actually kind of like an entire, like, mini Nintendo land. Oh yeah, fun aside note here, by the way. You could go around this place with a whole bunch of tents, and, like, answer trivia questions for stamps, for which you could trade for little prizes at the end, which was a lot of fun. And one of the questions was, what are 10 Pokemon types? And I struggled to think of 10. I could barely think of ice. It took me a sec to think of dragon. Steel didn't cross my mind. Rock, I think I got, but ground I didn't. Like, I could do it, you know, with my eyes closed. Not that closing my eyes handicaps me in any way. But yeah, like, normal fairy, steel, flying, water, grass, fire, dragon, fairy, electric. Yeah, we're already there. Poison. Oh, what am I doing? That's not how you do that. You cannot blood drum kill Coral Riff with a flail. Hey, Sang, I rip your Mino. Yeah, there you go. Normal grass, fire, water, electric, fighting, bug. Oh, I forgot about bug. That was a fun kill. Oh, I need that mapping. Shoot. Hello. I don't like you. There we go. Oh, yeah. That seems like it would work, Nyx. I do have to memorize the types a little bit better. I have to memorize type advantages and disadvantages a lot better. Especially if I'm going to be playing the entire Mainline series eventually. Anyway, sidetracked again. So at this, the main point of this entire story is that there was a demo for Smash Bros. The new Smash Bros was coming out at this time on 3DS and Wii U, right? And there was a demo there, and everyone said, "Oh, you gotta go check out the demo, it's so good." I didn't, because I was always taught not to play fighting games as a kid. It was literally not until Smash Bros. That I was able to convince not only my family, but myself, that it was okay for me to play. I had a really bad incident when I was like... Okay, pointless cheese. When I was like 6 years old, I was playing a Flash game that involved like a beat-em-up aspect, and my grandmother just was not having it. So, yeah, I never played... Well, that's actually not the only instance either. So yeah, I did not play fighting games for a large chunk of my childhood. Actually, pretty much all of my childhood. I was also not allowed to watch any, TV shows that said butt. with the double T. God forbid I learn what butt means. Five-finger Freddy discount. Anyway, I had an interesting childhood. Did I ever learn? No, not really. That made me the butt of many jokes. Anyway, okay, Smash 4. I didn't play the demo at the time, but because it was there, I was intrigued enough to try it later on my own. Just downloaded the demo myself. And I loved it! Oh my god, did I love it! I got into it so heavy. Like, before I was a streamer, I was an avid Smash fan. Somehow this Blade Master continues to survive against all odds. Okay. Taking chip damage, I don't like that. Is that a potion? Maybe. It's too late for me to get it now. No, it was not a potion. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I, Hello. Played the demo, loved it. I convinced my family... Oh my goodness. Convinced my family to take me to CEO 2015. That was my first ever Smash event. That was in Florida, by the way. I live in California, and we drove there. My main... I think it was Sheik... No, I think it was Roy, actually. Ow! I can't believe I have an opportunity to play this sound effect. That's the first time in like 6 months I've been able to use that. Alright, so anyway. That is the healthy drive. Yes, it took 2 weeks. We're gonna have to thin this crowd out a little bit. Oh god, I can't deal with that. Okay. Speech continues. Here we go. This is me speaking. Hello. So, fast forward one more year. I've been going to national tournaments, having a lot of fun, going to a few regionals, but the nearest regionals to me, because I live in the boonies, are 3 hours away. So I can't really make voyages to get real practice in, which is unfortunate, but I still try to have fun. I went to Paragon, I saw Etika, which was really awesome. Really sorry to see that he's no longer with us. Rest his soul, he was a really cool guy. But, yeah, that was Brindlefloss. Well-eared. Well-heard. But yeah. The one event that I really think of a lot is EVO 2016. Okay, facing. I'll take facing. And the reason I think about that event a lot is because not only did I get my first ever fingerless gloves there, Pikachu gloves specifically, but I also happened... Okay, I have to focus here. Okay, we're good. I happened to take my Game Boy Advance SP with me. And because I took Game Boy Advance SP, that was the only reason I had any form of entertainment with me, because as it turns out, the place, the RV park in Vegas, where we were staying for Evo, had... Oh, nice ring of peace. I just stood there and took it. Oh my god. Yeah, they had no Wi-Fi. And so I had no form of entertainment. Besides, I also didn't have any mobile data, because I didn't have a smartphone until 2018. Yeah. I really do live in the boonies, don't I? Oh my god, pawnbroker, stop. Watch the minimap. You're right. Yeah, that's the exit over there, isn't it? Why did that little exit show up? What the heck? Weird. I never expect that. Good call. Thank you, Sanga. Whoa, okay, buddy. Oh my god, what is this exit room? Okay, maybe we'll finish the story today. Maybe. Okay, so we're at Evo 2016. Let me set the stage again, alright? It's 2016. I'm at Evo. Having a great time, except for the part where I have no internet. And so, going from there, summer 2016, let's jump back maybe 2 months. I had just discovered TaskBot. I watched the GDQ 2014 exhibition of TaskBot doing a task of Brain Age. And I was like, wow, that is so cool. And that's how I learned about speedrunning that same year. Now, fans of the channel, or people who are just paying attention, might notice that 2016 was 7 years ago. Approximately the same length of time that I've been streaming for. Oh, sorry, Jason. But yeah, it was. And so I'm sitting there with the Game Boy Advance SP front-lit model. It's all good. And all my childhood Game Boy Advance games. And I'm like, I have nothing better to do right now. Why don't I just try this? I know that speedrunning is a thing that people do. It's popular. I probably should have taken a ring, honestly. Kind of forgot which was the bomb and which was the tap. Dang it, yep. Yo, Jaeger Comics! How's it going? Thank you for the raid, really appreciate it. I'm in the middle of my origin story for how I started speedrunning Frogger games. A question I think I got asked about 20 minutes ago. And so, where I am currently, let me just extremely briefly recap, if I can. I got a Game Boy Advance as a kid. Frogger's Adventures Temple of the Frog was my first video game ever. And, yeah, I got into Mario Kart when I was 14, thanks to the 3DS, and me getting it for my birthday. And because I was into Mario Kart, I went to a tournament hosted by Nintendo, a few hours drive away, where they had a Smash demo. I didn't play the demo there. Okay. But I downloaded it later and loved it, so I started going to Smash tournaments. Actually, I can do this. And then when I was at Evo 2016, a Smash tournament in Las Vegas, I didn't have internet, but I did happen to have a Game Boy Advance and all my childhood games with me. Wow, that was such a good recap. What the heck? So yeah, we're here now. Just for fun, because I've heard of this speedrunning thing from TaskBot earlier that year, and I decided to try it. What the heck, you know? There was no internet, nothing better to do. So let me try to throw here. Okay. So I did one run. I had a Casio watch on me. You know, the old kind that you press buttons and it goes beep, 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 beep as you press them. You know the ones. And I timed myself, and my first try, no practice, no warm-up, anything like that. Oh, a watch. Casio watch. I was actually given it by my uncle as a present, because he goes to casinos a lot, and they end up giving him like little VIP rewards, but he never keeps them, and that was a VIP reward, so he gifted it to me. Kind of fun little trivia there. Anyway, I used that watch to time my first ever run with absolutely no practice whatsoever. I ended up with what I want to say is a 24-minute time. Just playing the game straight through. Completely vanilla. And I looked up, once I was back into, like, Civilization, and I was able to check, ooh, nice text. Once I was able to check the leaderboards online for Frogger's Adventures Temple of the Frog, at that time, the fastest posted run was, I believe, a 26:13. Which meant I effectively already had the world record. So, that's when I decided, well, I'm gonna have to prove it somehow. And that's when I decided to start setting up a Twitch channel. Now, I already had a Twitch channel because in 2014 for Valentine's Day, AlphaRad, if you remember AlphaRad, was having a Q&A session, or like, you know, giving love and life advice. And so for the heck of it, I decided to ask him a question about, what do you do if you're a furry but you don't want to come out to your, you know, whatever. Very silly question, but also slightly relevant to myself because I wasn't fully comfortable with calling myself a member of the fandom at that time. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I already had a Twitch channel for a couple of years at that point. So, I used that channel. Now my username origin is a whole other story. I don't want to get into that right now, but, there we go. Alright. 4 minutes into Zone 3, that's disgusting. But yeah. It took me about 3 months to set everything up and do my first stream. And my first ever stream was also of my first ever video game, which was also my first ever speedrun. Frogger's Adventures, Temple of the Frog. And that's how it all started. That's how it all began. And my second ever speedrun was my second ever Frogger game. Frogger's Journey Through Forgotten Relic, which I want to come back to running because it is a freaking fun run. There's so many subtleties about it, so much management and like quick menuing. The movement is amazing. There's so much good to say about it. I feel like if a Frogger gets into a GDQ, I feel like it's probably going to be that one. Seriously. I'm getting brutalized out here, oh my gosh. Okay, so going back to you, to your question about Rhino Rumble, because somehow I remembered that question. I don't know how. You found me through GTQ, you remember it. Nice! Yeah, a lot of people did, actually. Including, Nanohertz and Fox Machine. From my, Shantae run, GTQX 2018. And then I also ran Looney Tunes and Rhino Rumble at SGDQ 19. I got spidered to death just now. What? I'm gonna get a free pack. Anyway, yes, welcome on in, Raiders, by the way. Let me scroll up here. Hello to Russian Hamster 5, hello to Astraham, and everyone else who's popping on by tonight from Jaeger Comics. It's okay, I was very late too, Nix. Let's keep going. But yeah, basically, what I ended up wanting to do is I kind of got addicted to world records for a while. What am I doing? Honestly, what am I doing? So, I ended up going to my local retro, game store. Because, of all things, I'm fortunate enough to be living near a retro game store. And yeah, I would go there, I would pick up random, like, you know, random Nintendo games, whatever they had, basically. And I would play them on stream in a quest to find a game that I wanted to speedrun. So I would do that. I did that for a couple, 3 years at least. And actually, that's what eventually turned into what I do now, which is DS Roulette. I see Shield a Shove. I like that. That's one way to kill him. So yeah, I even now actually. Oh, this is a really good build. Even now, I sometimes go to the local game shop. Song sounds like it could have been made on a tracker. Well, you know what? I believe this is the Dave Vert version of the soundtrack. Or Dave Vert, what am I talking about? Okay, I confused Jake Kaufman with someone I knew from like a decade ago who was in a band named Dave Vert. That's so funny. Anyway, yeah, Shove Shield gone, that's a shame. But yeah, a couple of games I actually ordered off the internet because I was specifically intrigued by them. And Rhino Rumble was one such game. Like, I was very interested in what that game had to offer. It looked like a game that I would genuinely enjoy. And as it turns out, I did genuinely enjoy it. Might be a cutlass. Oh, it's Obsidian Rapier, nice. And so, and you know, oh, that's a shame. I can't get my ring back now. And so, and you know what? I actually did genuinely enjoy Rhino Rumble. And so this is such an awkward layout. I have to go around. It's a shame. Or I can just go down here. That works. I had 1 damage after that trapdoor. So yeah, I played that game. I liked that game. Same story with Looney Tunes. I played it, I liked it, I ran it. I did that with Gumby and the Astrobots as well. I did that with Woody Woodpecker for the Game Boy Color. What else? Elmo's ABCs, Elmo's 1-2-3s. Couple fun ones there. So yeah, what kind of ended up happening with those is, I eventually realized that there are too many games to play. And so I pivoted pretty smoothly, if I dare say, from just playing games in search of finding games to speedrun and get free world records on. Because I pioneered those games. Gumby, Woody Woodpecker. That was kind of a renaissance period for me. I pivoted from finding games to just speedrun to finding games to actually, like, play for the heck of playing it. Yeah, I switched back to Dagger there. That was on me. So yeah, I just started playing games. WinnerBit Gumby Pioneer, that's me! That's me! And so now, yeah, it turned into a more like play the game casually, see if we can have some fun with it, see if we can razz it if it's not good. And so yeah, it kind of became a little bit of a variety channel in that way. And only now am I really kind of getting back into the whole, you know, let's speedrun things mode. It's okay, I have cheese. Cheese fixes all. This is extremely silly. I'm forced to go around. Dang it. Ooh, Ninja Gaiden, nice. I hear that's a good series to run. I have not done so myself. Nor even played through it. Nor really played much of any games that are even similar to it, except for maybe some of the Nitrome games. Yeah. That's the one thing I know about the run, is that the skill ceiling is pretty up there. Ninja Gaiden is not an easy series to run. Missed a tier 1 wall, that's okay. I don't need it. I could have just pulsed there. Okay, we're actually, like, making some progress here, which is good. Immediately losing all that progress. Ooh. I see, Jason. That's a nice excuse. I respect it. All these people having nostalgia for, like, Mario and Legend of Zelda. My nostalgia is Frogger and Disney Sports Skateboarding. It's not a good game, by the way. I never finished it as a kid, but let me tell you, it has some of the best credits music I've ever heard. Let me try to navigate to it so I can play it when I have some time. What am I doing? Yeah. Bed. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. Why is it the worst games always have the best music? Okay, I'm very dead there. Actually, you know what? Let's jam to it really quick. Let's have a little jam. Disney Sports Skateboarding for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so there's that one. There's that one, and then there's the stage clear music. It loops. So, I mean, say what you will about Disney Sports Skateboarding. Trust me, I will. But it's got some bangers. Genuine bangers. Okay, immediate damage up. We love to see it. We don't live to see runaway Minotaurs. Kind of going back and forth too much here, but that's okay. If this shop is worth it, it'll be fine. That's awful. This is awful. I'm gonna reset over that one, actually. Ooh, King of Speed, Daytona, USA. I'll have to look that up, Jason. But I'll tell you what, I completely blew past the 2-hour mark, which is usually when I take my breaks, so I'm gonna stand up a little bit, stretch my legs. I implore you all to do the same. It's been a minute. So, I will see you back here in about 5 of those minutes. When I return, we're actually gonna finish a NecroDancer run. My goodness gracious. I spent the entire recap of my speedrunning career not finishing a NecroDancer run. Let's change that when I get back. Sit tight, stay tuned. More video games coming right up. How's it NecroDancing? I actually had some pretty good runs, but suddenly they were not good. Right after I finished explaining my origin story as a streamer, which, by the way, I need to go highlight because I want something I can refer people to if they ever want to find out. And I will make them regret asking. Because it literally took me a half hour